back to the channel. Hope you're all well. Today I've got news on Dan Ashworth, I've got transfer rumours and much more, so stay with me. I've got a lot to talk about today. But first, before we go into all this news, let's do a bit of housekeeping. If you can like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. I think 135 subscribers at the minute. I want to get to 1,000 as fast as I can. That would be great. So I love what I'm doing here, Newcastle United, reporting it, my club, you know what I mean? Bleed black and white, and yeah, I love what I'm doing. So that'd be great if you could just help me out, guys. It's free, doesn't cost nothing. That'd be great, thank you very much. Anyways, let's get in the news, people. First of all, I want to speak about Dan Ashworth. He began his sporting director role today on the Newcastle United website. It says, Dan Ashworth has commenced his role as Newcastle United sporting director after the club received formal Premier League approval for his move from Brighton and Hove Albion. The club announced on Monday, 30th of May, that an agreement had been reached to formally release Ashworth from his contractual duties as Brighton and Hove Albion's technical director and complete a move to the Magpies. He has now cleared the relevant Premier League approval process. Ashworth will begin his role immediately prior to the opening of the summer transfer window and the players return for pre-season training. Ashworth will be responsible for the club's overarching sporting strategy, football development and recruitment at all age levels, and will work closely with head coach Eddie Howe, academy manager Steve Harper and head of recruitment Steve Nixon. The 51-year-old has fulfilled a number of high-profile executive roles in professional football, including sporting and technical director at West Bromwich Albion, director of elite development at the Football Association, and most recently technical director at Brighton and Hove Albion. He goes on to say, Newcastle United is an incredible football club and I'm delighted to be joining at this very exciting time. I am incredibly positive about what we can collectively achieve. That's what Dan Ashworth said today. I think it's great news, mate. Fantastic news. You can work along with Eddie Howe and the rest of the team. Transfer windows about 4 days away, so you can start to work straight away, get the players in we need, and start attacking the transfer market and get some good, decent quality players in and improve the squad for next season. Goes on to say, during the 6 years with the Football Association, Ashworth played an integral role of diversion and introducing the English DNA concept, which was designed, implement and winning culture across all English Premier League teams. Dan Ashworth said, Newcastle United is an incredible football club and I'm delighted to be joining at this very exciting time. Each time I've been to St James's Park in the past, I have been reminded of the club's long history and the unravelled passion of its fan base. It is a huge football club with great potential and I am incredibly positive about what we can collectively achieve. I'm excited to start work immediately and look forward to being part of the team that is helping the Dub to grow and achieve long-term success. The club's investment group, comprising PIF, PCP Capital Partners and RB Sports and Media, said, on behalf of the board, staff and the players, we would like to welcome Dan Ashworth to the Newcastle United family. Dan is the ideal person for a hugely important position. He has a strong track record in elite level football and we are delighted to have him join Newcastle United ahead of the new season. So that's what the club have said, that's what Dan Ashworth said. Fantastic news is in. It's been a long time coming. We paid the money to get him in off garden leave early. He's finally been approved by the Premier League and he is now at Newcastle United doing his job and planning for the transfer market. This is fantastic. Absolutely buzzing I am to get this one over the line. He's a great addition to the club. Magnificent. And yeah, can't wait to get started and see if we get in. Proper excited. Now let's go on to some transfer news. Hugo Ekitike linked with Newcastle United. A bid has been in and accepted, I'm hearing. And I done a video the other day, but I'm hearing that it is not as far ahead as it was. There's still stuff to do and sort out with a deal. I'm hoping that the club will do it this week, run it the next week, and get this one over the line, because he's a magnificent sign if we'll get him. 19-year-old, 6'2", very skillful, bit like Thierry Henry kind of player, a nuisance, who runs at you and terrifies you with all his skills. Exactly, he's only 19-year-old. He looks the real deal. I think only last season in the French league, I think Mbappe was the only one who would scored more than him or something. That was a stat where Mbappe was well ahead, and the second one was in Ekiteke, so that just goes to proving it, how well he's had a great season. 10 goals in 24 games, I think the stats were, for a 19-year-old. That's pretty good stats, and yeah, I hope we get him in. About 35 million euros I'm hearing. Hopefully with Dan Ashworth in now, he can get on the phone to people and sort stuff out and get this one over the line. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Ekiteke will improve our squad. You can play on the left, play on the right, play for the middle. But for now, Callum Wilson's my middleman. I think Ekiteke won't just get in the squad straight away. I think he'll be gelled in nicely, bit by bit. Earn his place, and that's rightly so, because the players have been fantastic last season. They all deserve to start for next season, the way they played. The second half of the season was amazing. Compared to where we were, the comeback was unbelievable, the fight, the spirit, and that's down to Eddie Howe as well. What a wonderful manager. So yeah, that's Ekiteke. Now today, people, this afternoon, just after 3:30, Dharmesh Sheaf from Sky Sports News put a tweet up on the screen now saying Newcastle United looking at Watford's Ismaila Sarr as well as Bayer Leverkusen's Moussa Diaby. Sarr has 2 years left on his contract. Watford will consider sensible offers. So it looks like Newcastle United are interested in the Watford player as well as Moussa Diaby. But for me personally, I'd go for Moussa Diaby. I think he's a better player. Just all round looks better. His stats look better. Bayer Leverkusen are a better team. You know, Patrick Schick and that plays them as well. They're a good team, them, and I believe that Diaby is the better player. I've heard a few people say that no, you don't want to go anywhere near Sarr. There's a few comments in here. Diaby, we have to do it. Come on, lads, sort it out. Dan, give us the fans what we want. Someone else has said basically they don't want Sarr, not good enough. Don't go anywhere near him. Basically, just no. But yeah, I think Moussa Diaby here is the better buy. Definitely, I want him in. I want Moussa Diaby for my #1 choice on the right wing for next season for Newcastle United. So that was a tweet from Dharmesh from Sky Sports News on his Twitter. Let me know underneath in the comments what you think of this. Who would you like at the club? Would you have Ismaila Sarr or would you have Moussa Diaby at Newcastle United? And Man City today have come out and said, in the rumours, Sky Sports News, that they want £50 million for Ake. It's not going to happen. Newcastle United will not pay that price for him, and I wouldn't, definitely not. I'd rather use the money for Botman, and that's to be honest. Botman's a better player than him by miles. He's had Champions League experience. I know he has from Man City, but he hardly plays. You've got Diaz, Laporte, Stones are all ahead of Nathan Ake. And then you've got Eddie Howe, who signed him for Bournemouth when he was manager there. He was alright. He was good. Man City saw him and got him for 41 million, but they want 50 million for him. That's too expensive. I would say 30 maybe, but not 50 million for Nathan Ake. No chance. I'd rather use the money for Botman, like I said there. 22-year-old. Botman's amazing. Everything about Botman, everything about him is so much better. I feel like you can trust Botman at the ball back. I believe Nathan Ake's got mistakes in him. A couple of mistakes here, there and everywhere. Just the 50 million's not going to be in it. It's too much money. We've got to think of financial fair play. We've got to be smart in the transfer market like we were in January when we bought them 5 signings in for 90 million, target and loan. The 4 signings for 90 million then. But we were smart. We didn't get bullied for hold the ransom for 10 millions of more pounds more than the player's well worth. We didn't get held for ransom. If someone says we want this for him and we go no, we're not paying that, and I respect the club for that, because you don't want to get held for ransom, because players what are worth 50 million will be worth 80 million, and everyone knows we've got the money of the Saudis now. They'll all start taking the piss and trying to rip wide balls out. So we've got to be smart in the transfer market again, and we will do. With Dan Ashworth in now, we will be very sensible in the transfer market, and I believe we're going to get some great signings for great prices. Yeah, and we've got to think of the wages as well. I think the highest players, Joe Linton on 85 grand a week, and Trippier will be on around about that. But you've got to balance the squad, don't want to ruin the dressing room. You've got to make sure everyone's happy. You don't want to bring a player on 150 grand, 200 grand, and then they'll say, well, why am I not on that? And he is. You've got to do it steadily and gradually grow. So that's my thoughts on that.